Sian Richardson, Bluetits, action. Woo!
Hey, lady.
Hello, hello.
How are you doing? You okay? Somebody else to come in.
I am Sian Richardson. I am from St David's in Pembrokeshire. I have a caravan site with my family, but far more exciting than that, I am the founder of the Bluetits Chill Swimmers Limited. So the Bluetits is very much about strength and courage within a community. Alone, it is much more difficult to do something that you've never done before or that you feel a little bit scared about. But when you have a community of people around you, it gets not easier, it's just a little bit more comfortable for your brain to do whatever it is that scares you just a little bit. In 2014, after many years of doing triathlons and long distance events, my body gave up. So I couldn't carry on because my hips were bad. But somebody said to me, have you ever heard of the I-Smile? Which I hadn't. All I heard was the word mile. And because I'd been doing an awful lot of long distance things, I thought, I-Smile, brilliant. How many people have done it? So onto the computer I went. And I saw that since 2011, 300 and something people in the world had ever completed this I-Smile. Still didn't really twig to me why only 300 people in the world had done this. I was still thinking, oh, it's a mile. And me being me, I looked a little bit further and saw that no Welsh woman had done it, no Welsh person had done it. So I thought, brilliant, I'm going to do this. So the I-Smile is swimming in water that is under 5 degrees centigrade in just a swimsuit, goggles and cap. So I'd been a wetsuit swimmer, still didn't cross my mind that going into this cold water without a wetsuit was going to be challenging. And I went into the sea in Pembrokeshire at the end of September and it was 13 degrees in the water and I was quite shocked how cold 13 degrees felt. I wasn't going, oh my goodness me, this is amazing. I was like, this is vile, what are you doing? I found it shocking. Again, no idea. When I was walking back up the field to my house, I was elated. I had no idea why I was elated. It didn't cross my mind why I was elated. I think I was just glad to be alive. But I was on this challenge. I was going to do this challenge. I was whatever. I thought if it takes me 3 months, then it takes me 3 months. 3 months. And I carried on and I carried on. And more people in the winter were coming up to me and saying, what are you doing? So there they were with their coats, their hats, their scarves, their gloves. And then there was me walking into the sea in a swimsuit, screaming because I like to make a drama out of it all. So I'm going, people are, what are you doing? Are you all right? These were the kind people. There were also very unkind people who called me irresponsible and an idiot and all kinds of things. But again, more and more people wanted to talk to me. What are you doing? Some of those people, a very tiny amount of people said, I'd quite like to come with you and swim. So they did. And this was very slow at the beginning. It was 3 people, 4 people, 5 people. We then go into our 3rd winter of me now training for this I-Smile. And I'm starting to get a little bit fed up now because I am swimming very long distances in cold water and my recovery time is, used to take me a good old hour to recover. And then I'd have a little sleep afterwards and all of those things. So I thought, I've got to do it. I've just got to do this I-Smile. So I waited, thankfully got the day, did the I-Smile, thank goodness that's done, by which time another Welsh woman had done it, so I wasn't the first Welsh woman, gutted about that, but anyhow, it was done. But now, I had so many people swim with me. I mean, when I say so many, I mean 20 or 30 people swimming with me. I was finding there was far much more fun in swimming with a group of people than there was training for this I-Smile, which I'd now done and I didn't want to do it again. So I came back from one of the swims one day and I was laughing and I was telling my husband all of this and then so-and-so said this and we did that and then, oh my goodness, Mary fell over on the sand and that was hilarious and all these just ridiculous things, but I was chatting away. And he said, whenever you come back from one of these swims, you're the happiest I've ever seen you. He said, you should call yourself something. Get together and call yourself something. And he said, call yourself the Bluetits, because that's funny, because you come back and your tits are blue. So I thought, that is funny. I like that. So I got a friend to design a little bird, and she made it with a red suit. And I said, oh no, put some polka dots on it. Let's make it more fun. And she did, thinking at the time, all these years ago, that we'd probably make up 50 badges and that would be it. So the next summer when people were coming swimming, I'd say, oh, we're called the Bluetits, come and swim with us. And as a child, I always loved a badge. I loved a Blue Peter badge. I loved the drama of everything, and a bit of ceremony. So I started having little badges made up.
Oh, big ceremony.
Oh, that's left. Thank you so much. You've got a nice one. Go on.
And then again, as the years went by, my husband said one day, do you realise how many badges that we are buying on a monthly basis? Hundreds and hundreds of badges. And on postage, of course, because I'm sending these badges out to people. They'd get in touch and say, oh, we've set up a little Bluetit group in Brighton. Can we have some badges, please? And I'm like, yeah, this is great. Have some badges. So I started designing some clothing, which again, it was just the little bird on there, and selling that to cover the cost of the badges. So that is basically how the Bluetits began. There was no thinking, oh, we're going to have thousands and thousands of people swimming all around the world. It really was, for me, doing the ice mile and people watching me doing the ice mile, and the tiny, tiny percentage of those people being vaguely intrigued about what I was doing and coming along, and it just organically grew and grew and grew. So before people join the Bluetits, they find us wherever. They maybe see a group of Bluetits swimming. They're walking their dog, and they look over and they hear them first, because you always hear a Bluetit before you see it. They hear them, they see them, and they watch. And subconsciously, they're looking at the group. So we all do this subconsciously. We want to know, are they a friendly tribe? Would I fit in that tribe? Are they a similar age to me? Oh yeah, there's a couple of, they look about 59-ish, yeah. Are they a similar size? Yeah, there's a couple of, are there men? Yep, there are men. Are they checking their Garmins? No one's checking. Oh, this is interesting. So you're watching, subconsciously you're doing this. Is this my herd? Am I going to fit in this herd? And then you watch them. They're going in, they're putting on very colourful clothes. They're making an awful lot of noise. Goodness me, they really are noisy, aren't they? And then you watch them going in. And how long are they going to stay? Oh, there's a lot of screaming, there's a lot of hands going up in the air. And then before you know it, they're all coming out, and you think, gosh, they came out very quickly. And then you see them, flasks opening, biscuits coming out, heads going back in laughter, ha, 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 ha. And that's it, you go home. And then you see it again, and you think, very similar thing happened. Yeah, well, I could never do it. I could never do it. No, I couldn't do that. They're all daft. They're all mad going into the water in the winter, totally mad. And then something happens where you think, maybe I could do it. You see something on TV, whatever. Somebody says, ha, 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 you should do it. You'll never do it. You'll never do it, Mum. You'll never do it, Dad. No, you never do it. And you think, oh, never do it, will I? Right. And then they do it, they come along, and they will say, I'm not a very fast swimmer. I've never done this before. You don't go very far, do you? You won't leave me, won't you? And all of these, the answers to these is yes, no, you're fine, honestly. Just come.
How far do you want?
Oh, second wave, third wave.
Leave and then get out again.
Oh. Depends how much you want to get.
Well, no,
battered. As long as you do the 90 seconds. So you go in, you scream, shout. Once your shoulders are under, you'll be going.
Oh, your shoulders.
You'll be going. No, you're not. Honestly, we go in the water. Some people will go in and have that look of terror on their face. So We don't go in very far. We're only going to go here today. That's all we're going to do. I'll stay with them. And we muck about. I encourage them to talk and swear and shout when they go into the water. Partly because of cold shock, because if you're not going, that's good. And if you're going, oh, here we go, you're pushing the air out. But it also takes their mind off what's happening, because there is that moment where a lot of people think, I wish I hadn't come. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. So it's like, come on. And in we go. And there's that 90 seconds where your brain has now stopped thinking. Well, it is actually thinking. Your brain is thinking, oh my God, what's she doing? And we're fine. We're okay. And you see that on people's faces. They're okay. And then I'll say to them, how are you feeling? I'm okay now. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. This is okay. Oh my goodness, this is okay. The first time they go in, they don't necessarily get the wonderful sights, the sounds and the smells, because they're just like, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. And then I'll say, come on, let's get out now. What, we're getting out? Yes. Always get out when you're winning. When your brain is winning, it remembers that for the rest of the day, or it remembers that when it's telling the story. If it thinks it's lost, it's like, oh, I failed. So we get out when the going's good. We get dressed straight away. We have a cup of coffee, a biscuit, a cake, whatever it is, and then we have the chatter, and then that's it. That's when it starts, particularly with the new people. Oh, that was incredible. Oh my goodness me, that was amazing. I can't believe I've done it. Oh, I can't wait to tell my kids I did that. And this is that moment that you see it, where they've gone from I'm not a very good swimmer. I don't swim very fast. Please don't. All of this. And this can happen in a space, of course, of 5 minutes. They're now going, this is amazing, thank you. And so I watch people, they'll tell me initially it's taken them 6 months to get there. Not everybody, but this is quite common. I can't, I don't, two. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. I think that's a new person over there. I'm just going to go and talk to them. So they become part of the herd, and that's good for them as well. They now feel valid members of this community, and that's so good for the soul when you feel that you're not a weirdo. You are just like everybody else, and it's a great feeling. So that's what I see. People, I describe it, they arrive like lambs and then they eventually become lions, and I love that.
After that big dinner.
Birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Joe, happy birthday to you. And welcome, yes, to our visiting Bluetits on this lovely day in Pembrokeshire. What does the future hold? World domination. That's the future. That's the shortest sentence I can give you. What I love about the Bluetits is that people who think they are ordinary are now doing what they consider to be extraordinary things. And that can be as simple as turning up to a group, to actually being part of a group, to swimming in international ice championships in Tallinn. So my vision for the future is that we carry on providing this community that we've built up over the past 10 years, and we provide it for free for anybody who wants to join it.